This is a general reading for Scorpio for the week of March 1st through the 9th. So Scorpio is your sun or moon rising or your Venus. This is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This week has been very busy, so I'm sorry if I'm late in getting your video out. Now that I'm back in Vegas, I'm able to access all the medical services that I was unable to have in Portugal. So I am booked up for medical appointments for like the next 2 weeks, like one practically every day. However, I will do the videos and on a regular schedule after I see the initial appointments for the doctors. I met with my oncologist on Tuesday, my new oncologist, and I'm very, very pleased with the direction that she is going. She wants new tests for everything, which I feel very good about. And some things that she asked that I was not receiving in Portugal. So I feel that I'm at the right place and will be able to continue my treatment. This week, I took Nina to the vet yesterday because I didn't want any surprises. You know, little Milo was sick on the plane. Not sick, but uncomfortable. So I took him to the vet and he's in renal failure. He doesn't want to eat. I'm hand feeding him now. And he just is not himself. You know, he's got heart failure. Now he's got renal failure. But Nina, I took because I wanted to get blood tests for her. I didn't want any surprises like I had with Milo. So for Nina, she's going to have blood tests. She's going to have her teeth cleaned, and then we're going to the ophthalmologist. And she has one eye that looks like a square almost on it. It's a lens. For some reason, the lens of that eye ruptured out. So it probably can't be restored, but we're going to go to the ophthalmologist and see what they're going to do for that. Milo is going to the vet next week. He's getting the look, and he's just not engaged anymore. If I held on to him, it would be for me. It would not be for him. And so he wanted to come to Vegas. He liked being in Vegas. He goes outside and wanders around, but he's just not feeling well. So next week we go to the vet. He had an appointment already. Now for my channel, I have some things that I'm working on. I'm going to be working at a bookstore in the area doing readings in a couple of months. I've already talked to them. Now I have to go down and get licensed by the city. I already have my state business license. That was necessary. So they'll do a background check on me. Then I'll be licensed. Then I can do readings at the bookstore. The bookstore, I will put the link when it's time. They will be in-person readings, or you can call by phone. I'll have a regular schedule. You'll know when I'm going to be there. It's Pacific Standard Time. So it will be accessible. You can look and see if I'm there, give them a call, and they take care of everything. So it would be instantaneous that day that you could do a reading. So I do have some things that I'm working on. And at that point, I'm not going to be doing readings through the channel anymore. I don't want to have any conflict of interest. I want to be real transparent. But that's a couple of months down the road. I'm still not monetized on YouTube. I have to reach out to Google Ad because of the change in the countries, and I have to set up a new pay system. So I'm working on that. And the reason I want to is because then we could do some live streaming, and I can, then we could do like a read a card, or a, mini reading, a 3-card. You could post your questions. So that's coming up, but I'm still working on the logistics of it. I have the new Oracle cards. So I'll be pulling one card from each one of the Oracle decks as part of your reading today. And I want you to think of right now one question that you would like answered. at the end of the reading, and I'm going to be using the angel answer card. So think of that question that you would like answered. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck today. Nina's right here, all wrapped up in the shawl. And Milo's on the floor here. And I'm going to have to, I've already hand-fed him once today, so I have to hand-feed it. But I can't give him too much because then he gets sick. So Milo's down there. Not looking too good. And, you know, I've always adopted the older dogs. And so when you adopt older dogs, which our senior dogs need to be adopted. Not need to out of, you know, they are wonderful rescues. Please consider adopting a senior. Now, Milo wasn't as much of a senior. He was probably about 6 or 7. And Nina was 10 when I adopted her. Sammy, I don't know how old he was. Jason was the only one that I adopted when he was younger. He was about a year old. And then he lived to be about 11. So I usually try to adopt the older or the special need. Now, for the deck, let's see what we have coming up for you this week, Scorpio. And then I'm going to be starting the readings for the following week, and maybe I'll reverse it, and I'll make Scorpio one of the first of the 4 that I read for, so that you can have yours more in the first of the line. Now, the first card we pull out is the magician, crossed over by undecided, the 2 of Swords. At the base is the Moon. Behind you, the 10 of Pentacles. Makes perfect sense. The 10 of Pentacles is like the end of a cycle, and the Magician is the beginning. So it was an ending just in the past, and a new beginning coming up. And what's on your mind is the 4 of Cups. Ahead of you is the 4 of Wands. 2 4s right in a row. Then we have the 7 of Swords, or 7 of Wands. That's the overall theme. The 8 of Swords. The Queen of Cups. And the final outcome is the 5 of Swords. Now, this is the final outcome, and it's coming up. So remember, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So we're going to see what this is about, what it's pertaining to. But remember that this is a warning. Just like if you saw a sign along an ice pond that said thin ice, or road construction ahead. It's a warning, so that you can change your route, be more cautious, whatever it is. So that's really what this is the 5 of Swords as an outcome is a warning for you. And that is related to a celebration. Now, we'll look at that more. Okay. At the celebration, because it's the 3 of Cups, can be a celebration and a gathering. And then there's the 5 of Swords. So there's someone, or there could be individuals around there who are, they have their own agenda. It could be gossip. It can be some sort of deceit. It could be some bullying. It could be some deceptions. It's a warning for you to just keep your eyes and your ears open. Because look at here with the Queen of Cups, we have the Devil. Related to home. It can be related to home. 8 of Swords with the 6 of Swords. 7 of Wands with the 10 of Swords. So it's, I would say that it's, because it's the 7 of Wands, it's a situation that was behind you related to the 10 of Swords. 4 of Wands with the King of Swords, or the Knight of Swords. On your mind, the 7 of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles with the Page of Swords, the Moon with the King of Pentacles, the Star, and I already put the sticky on it so I wouldn't get in trouble with YouTube. That's what your reading is. It's destiny. It's in the stars. You're on track with the Ten of Cups. Now, looking at this, it's very obvious that it's the end of a cycle. You have 3 of the 4 tens. You have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. The only thing you don't have is the Ten of Wands, which would have been heavy burdens. So it's definitely the end of a cycle. And then your reading also includes, it's about the Magician, which is the beginning. What do you want to manifest? Because we have with the Magician, you have the Two of Swords. So at this point, because of some things that happen, because you have the Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, that you feel like you don't have enough information. Or, you know, you're ending a situation of the past that was extremely difficult. It could be related to home, it could be related to work, it could be related to a project, it could be related to a relationship. And the Magician is what you want to manifest, and there's the affinity. So you can manifest what you want. However, at this time, you feel like you don't have enough information. Could be because of what occurred in the past, that there's still some, they're saying clean up, and then I get that clean up in aisle 9. You know, that old thing like that they broadcast over the grocery store. So there could be some cleanup that you have to address from a situation. It can be like if you left a job, it could be completing a project or applying for benefits or looking for another job. If it's at the end of a relationship, it could be looking for new housing. It could be separation of property. It could be all those residuals of feelings, going through the grieving process. And so it's that cleanup. It's not clear in that a clean cut, that there's still some things that you're dealing with from that situation. And you're undecided because you don't know everything that you're dealing with. You don't have all the information. And then we also have whatever it is destiny, fated, with the Ten of Cups. So it could be wish fulfilled. It could be the end of a cycle. It can be, because I see the Devil card here. This is a lot about, I would say, relationships for some, and for others it could be related to work. Because at the base of it is the Moon, following your intuition about the King of Pentacles. The Moon means, things that are hidden, they're not clear yet, which goes with your Two of Swords. And looking for, what is the undercurrent? What is the truth about this related to the King of Pentacles? Now, for some, the King of Pentacles could be that person that you had a relationship with. And the King of Pentacles is generally someone who has this, financially secure standing in the community. For others, it could be a job. Pentacles representing a job, prosperity. So whatever the situation is, there was some information that was needed to be discerned, that was lacking, or that you really didn't have a full grasp of. Everything was not clear-cut above board. So it did take some discernment for you to take time to look it over. What was going on? That's the time to take a breath and be, follow your intuition. Because there were things, and you are very intuitive. You're just one of the intuitive signs, and so you know that there was some things missing. Yes, you had a partial picture. Oh, okay. So I see a partial picture. I see a picture, and I see part of it is real clear, and the other part is fading, which means that it wasn't real clear. It wasn't sharp yet, and so the Moon indicated sharpening the picture to get the full picture of the situation. People don't always say or show the whole picture. It's you know, for many reasons. You know, maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings. Maybe they want to protect themselves out of fear. Maybe these things were hidden along the way. So but you intuitively knew that you didn't have the full picture. And so it's time to sit back and take a review, follow your intuition, because it will be real clear to you that then the picture becomes clearer, and so there's no faded part, that it's then the truth comes to you. Because all these swords are information, and you've got lots of swords here. Not only is it, you know, the unfair or the challenging situations, but it also has to do with clarity. Because behind you was the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, which was information that you received. It can be about a situation, or it can be about money coming to you, or it could be a job. The Page of Swords is information coming to you. The swords cuts through the veil, so you get a clear picture of what was going on with the Ten of Pentacles. It can be for something you heard something that you researched. It can be information, let's say, from an employer. It could be information, maybe you were expecting some sort of settlement, lump sum, something like that, and you get clarity about it. That's what the Page of Swords does. You get the aha moment about this. It could be, okay, we're going to have layoffs, or we're going to hire people. I just read something where the health insurance companies are hiring. I just read that something on Linda G. Some posted that the insurance companies are hiring. But there's the aha things that are going on. Clarity of situations. And when you have clarity, then you have a way of a direction to go. When you are in the experience of plotting, figuring out the direction you're going, if you don't have a clear picture, then it's difficult to decide the direction you're going to go. Once you have clarity, then it's easier to decide which direction, which route. It's just like a road map. When you have the clarity of what's ahead or where you are right now, then it's much easier. And that's what this is doing, is providing clarity to you, either about a job situation, or it could be a settlement, domestic, separation of property, inheritance, settlements, government benefits that you're applying for, civil. It's something about money, and you get clarity about it. Because what's on your mind is the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles is on your mind. Now, it's a couple of different things could be. Now, the Four of Cups can be new opportunities. And it says 3 spilt, 1 reserved. Can be relationships, and you look at what can you learn from those. It could be not new opportunities in work. And it also has to do with this. There's the Seven of Pentacles, which is hard work. You learned a task. You did the task. You're waiting for the harvest. And it can be a change of employment and new opportunities. And you're looking at, maybe you have a new opportunity, maybe a promotion where you are. Also, it could be a relationship, because relationships can be related to hard work. So that's also possible. Because right ahead we have your happy home and moving forward. Moving forward. So it's you taking action on the direction you want to go. You being in command of your life. Where do you want to go? Can be moving. It could be actually moving to a new home, for example. It's the Knight of Swords is action. It's moving forward. And in the other deck, it shows him running to the motorcycle. So it's almost being a little bit impulsive, or like, I'm tired of waiting, I'm moving right now. That's the energy. And moving towards it could be new happy conclusions, could be a new home, could be a new relationship, but you're moving. Because what's overall about all this is, you do have some challenges coming up. There's no doubt about it. Um, and I look at this as time sequence. And I do think for some, it can be relationships. It can be the division of and ending of a relationship, for example. There you are, the Seven of Wands. The Wands are, the Five of Wands is disorganization, conflict, lack of direction, arguments, and this situation here, the Ten of Swords. So I think that there's still the cleanup. After ending a situation, there's still the cleanup. And why? Because as we're going through the 5 stages of grief, it could be leaving a job, it could be leaving a relationship. Remember, there's the first one where you think everything's fine. Then you go to the, how can you fix it? Then after that is going back and forth is depression and anger. And then the final outcome is conclusion. So, as you're ending work or as you're ending a relationship, you're going to go back and forth. You're going to have the sadness. You're going to have that anger. And it could be the Five of Wands the Five of Wands was all that confusion, discord. The Seven of Wands is moving forward from that situation. Are you deciding to leave, to move forward? Or it can be leaving an organization. It can be leaving a relationship. And it is the Ten of Swords. That still really stings. And you're dealing with whatever that ending was. It's still on your mind. It's very fresh, very raw to you. This is the time for you to take and look at it and do some self-healing. It's all right to look at what happened, to take care of yourself, and your spirit guides are saying, and to forgive yourself. Because, the Five of Cups, is it the Four or the Five of the Cups? It's the Four of Cups. Is, the hesitation of moving forward. That's what's on your mind. But forgive yourself. Learn from it. It was a learning experience. And forgive yourself. Because now you have more information for future relationships. The Seven of Wands is leaving, the confusion, the disagreements, and learn from it. You have the now moving forward, and you have the tools for future relationships. Regarding is a lot of loss. It could be a very unfair situation, the Ten of Swords. So you're moving out of that, even though you're dealing with it still now. Because you have your Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. The Eight of Swords is feeling like you couldn't move forward, and then you decide you're moving away from that to smoother water. So you're still in the moving forward, breaking the ties here, and looking at the new opportunities. This represents, this is all like almost sequential. Here you are, stuck, grieving, feel stabbed in the back. You feel like you can't move forward. And this is all the feelings and your emotions and fears about moving forward to new opportunities. And then this is leaving that behind and moving. This is still some of the things that are stinging, that are bothering you from this. But you're looking forward to new opportunities, new avenues, new direction. So it's letting go of this and moving forward to here. Because it all has to do with, I would say it's relationships. It could be home. It can be a relationship, and there's the Devil. The Queen of Cups is about relationships. It could be also you or home. But there's the Devil card. The Devil card can represent a lot of arguments, a split, can represent, a very unsafe situation. I would say that if you have left a situation, like a domestic situation, the devil card is still there. So it could be that there's a lot of disputes going on now for some. It can be, here's a warning. If you are leaving a domestic situation and the devil card is there, the most unsafe phase of that is just after leaving. So if anybody's in that situation or thinking of it, please reach out to your domestic violence hotline. It's 24 hours a day. They will have resources. They will develop a safety plan for you if this resonates with you. Because we also have, the 5 of Swords, disagreements related to getting together with others or a new project. So, it can also be the Queen of Cups could be you, and this can represent behaviors to change. The devil is not the devil. The devil is those behaviors, and this is what Spirit had told me one time, those behaviors that keep a person from being authentic with themselves and with others. It can represent addictions. It can represent deceit. It can represent, and even it could be represent in, like, for example, if you rent a place and you're moving out, it can represent dishonest acts of, let's say, they want to keep your deposits, or they're not fully disclosing the conditions of a lease or a contract. That can be related to the Queen of Cups. The other part could be you are the Queen of Cups, and these are some behaviors. And it could be, Spirit saying to you, take time to look at what you want to change within yourself. That's another way to look at it, because it's different things for different people. The other thing could be a relationship. You got your 10 of Swords. You're moving away from that. It could be having left a domestic situation, or it could be leaving a work situation, and there could be some dishonesty. Maybe they, when I said the word dishonesty, if they laid you off, you can apply for benefits, and be sure to apply this month because it's a new quarter. It's the end of a quarter, and they go by quarter, so you want to file in this quarter that adds quarters. But they could maybe not be honest about the circumstances of you leaving the company. Maybe they say you quit. And, so it's a warning, just as the final outcome is a warning here of the 5 of Swords. And, this can be new projects. Maybe they're because it's hidden. There's hidden deceit. It's not obvious. So being that you're very intuitive, this is the time to listen to your spirit guide. You're not in this alone. You do have your spirit team. So this is like a warning. Eyes open, ears open. Look at that road sign. Or it could say quicksand. Then you go around the other way. It's just warnings so that you can be prepared, and if need be, take a different route. And the other thing is, if you are leaving a domestic situation, please reach out to the hotlines for those. It doesn't cost anything. They will help you develop a safety plan. And there's networks like in the U.S., all the way across the U.S. That all the organizations form a network of safety. Now, let's pull your oracle cards here. Okay. And the reason I am very aware of that is I was on the board of a shelter. And so I'm, and plus, in one of my jobs, I worked with safety plans with domestic violence clients. And so it's, that was part of my work experience in private activities in the community. Now, we're going to pull first the wisdom of the oracle. I'm going to pull one card from each of these. Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What is our cards for our Scorpio? Now, on the other hand, Spirit is saying that this doesn't apply for all Scorpios. That for some of you, you say, well, that doesn't resonate with me. Well, yeah, that's your spirit guides are saying continue what you're doing, and you have new opportunities. However, your warnings are for different things. If you're going to a new job, read the contract. If you're going to rent a new place, read the contract. So there's some warnings along the way, and it doesn't necessarily have to do about private relationships or a job, but it can be as you're going along. Spirit's saying just keep your eyes and ears open as you're moving along, because you do have the warnings. So read your contracts once, twice. Keep the original to be sure that they haven't altered it. But you do have some good things coming along for you, Scorpio. Oh, okay, because this is the end of a chapter, the 310s. It's the end, the magician, what you want to manifest, new opportunities. So look at this as the whiteboard where you're going to write down what you want. You have the blank board now where you can write, what do you want to manifest? What do you want coming up for you in your future, Scorpio? Because this is the place where you can create. Because the space has been created for you to start anew. Okay, angels and archangels and spirit guides. What do we have for our wonderful Scorpio here? And the card we have here is deep knowing. This is that deep knowing. Knowing the direction, knowing within you, your intuition. The deep knowing that you already know. Then my new cards that I have here. This is the career and life oracle deck. I'm going to pull one card. Keep remembering what you would like to know, the answer at the end. Also, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Share with your friends about the channel. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you have comments, they're greatly appreciated. Okay, and angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light, what is the message that we have for our Scorpio here? Okay. And it is a short term. This position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries. You will find something that even more fulfilling and prosperous. So the situation you're in is temporary. It's a transition time. So maybe it's that you take a job, but you go, well, it's not your forever job. It's your gap job, that it's between the two. Or it's a job where you learn some new skills, and then once you learn that, or you decide it's a shift, and once you are in that, then you expand to a different job, having learned from that one, and you have a career ladder, you have a career path, you feel really good about it. So this is just a temporary situation. Then we have the Divine Beloved. And what do we have here for our Scorpio? And the card we have is right up here. Support. The right help will come. Allow me, Divine Beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it's safe to offer all to your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help always comes. So remember, you have the warnings, so the right actions, and you'll know what to do. You're not alone. You have the support. Remember, you have the support of your spirit team. and the support of people around you. The next card is to believe in your own magic. Right here. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is the card for our Scorpio? Okay, and the card is right down here. Escapist. Come home to yourself. Number 32. Come home to yourself. Everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows. Some of us like to listen to music. Some of us like to read, and some of us like to leave it all behind and go on vacation. All of this is totally healthy. Our lives can get incredibly stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting a big problem, which isn't healthy for you. Face it head on and let the pieces fall where they may. Okay, that goes there. Then we have our Louise Hay affirmation card. Then Nina's under the blanket right here. She's under right there, all covered up in her shawl and her little face covered. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. And I'm going to do some card of the day with Nina today and post those. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Here we go. Card of the day. No, this is for our Scorpio. Okay, here we go. Two of them. One is I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. Remember, forgive yourself if you have any. That was the Four of Cups. Forgive yourself. And this one is, my future is glorious. Look at that. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. That's a great card. You know, it's sort of hard to read because it's white on yellow, so it's real hard to read. Okay, we'll put those two cards there. Then the last card of these is the Ask Your Guides. This is one of my new oracle cards. Okay, and angels and archangels and spirit guide for the light for our Scorpio. What is the card here? And the card is Epiphany, higher self, epiphany. It's number 9. It's like, I think, the aha moment. Let's read what the message is. Okay, epiphany. Breakthrough, revelation, divine guidance. Yes, that's the aha. Congratulations, you're finally getting out of your head and connecting more directly with your divine spirit. The flow of communication between your higher self and your conscious mind is strengthening daily and allowing you to fully sense this ongoing stream of divine guidance that is available to you. Remember, you also had the other card about support. So this goes with that. Your higher self message to you, listen to me and follow. So listen to your higher guidance. Remember, that message has been your very, very intuitive Scorpio. Listen to that. Okay, now let's look at our angel answers. And think of the question that you wanted the answer with. What is the answer? I think I'm going to use these for 3 card in the future. For pick a card. Okay, the answer for you that question you had in mind is it's down in here. Way down in here. Right there. The answer is no. Okay, and remember, a no answer is God's protection. Rejection is God's protection. That's in the wisdom of the oracle. So think of it as God's protection. No. So there's a couple of different answers. The answer to your question is no. You may gather additional information by asking another question surrounding this issue and drawing another card. And it says the response to your inquiry is a firm no. You needn't worry, though, as you will see why this was the perfect answer as time goes by. You know, for example, if you wanted to know about, are you going to get that job? Well, maybe a better job. Maybe Spirit has a better job for you. Yes. Or you find out that they hire a whole bunch of people and then they lay them off right away. The casinos used to do that here in Vegas because they would open up a casino and they'd hire a whole bunch of people because they knew that, like the casino hotels, that they knew that they would have lots of traffic at first, and they wanted experienced people because they want to try out people want to try out the new hotel casino. Then after a while, when things slow down, they laid them off. So there they are without a job and without their old job too. So sometimes rejection is God's protection. Or if it's a relationship and then you find out that there's this hidden things about this person and you're like, whew, that was good. Or you wanted a particular house or a particular apartment and you find out that you were being very protected from that. Because it says, listen to your guides. They are there. They are part of your team. That's what the cards have been saying in a couple of these oracle cards, that your team is there. Your spirit guides are there. They are part of your team. They want to be helping you. So all you have to do is listen, because they will guide you. Okay. Now, I want to thank you so much, Scorpio, for being a supporter of the channel. And from Las Vegas, Nina and I are sending you light and love.